It's not possible. I didn't say it would be easy, Neo.
All right, good morning. Mr. Branch,
Yes, ma'am.
you introduce yourself, tell us your name and DOC number, please.
My name is Malcolm Branch, 487-230.
And Mr. Branch, do you have any paperwork there with you? You have a parole revocation questionnaire?
Yes, ma'am. It's a parole revocation questionnaire.
Yeah, that's it. Is that your signature at the bottom of that page dated January 18th of this
Yes,
year?
ma'am.
Okay, based on that information, Mr. Branch, it's determined that you're not eligible for appointed counsel. So are you ready to proceed this morning?
I had misunderstood that question. Was that saying that I didn't need counsel or I didn't want it?
No, it says you're not eligible for.
Oh, okay, okay.
Based on your answers to those questions, you're not eligible. You can understand the charges against you and you can speak on your own behalf. So you ready?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm going to read the allegations against you, and after which you'll enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. And then Mr. Prater will be asking you some questions. Your case has been assigned to him. When we finish our questions, if you'd like to make a closing statement, you'll be allowed to do so before we vote. All right, ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Branch, you're accused of violating the conditions of your parole, and it specifically says it's condition number 4. And it states you were arrested on June 20th, 2023 for resisting an officer and on a failure to appear warrant for a distribution of Schedule 1. You also were arrested on April 3rd, 2022 for domestic abuse battery and domestic abuse battery strangulation. On January 4th, 2024, the domestic abuse battery strangulation charge was dismissed and you pled guilty to count 2, simple battery, and you were sentenced to time served. So how do you plead to violating condition number 4?
I plead guilty, ma'am.
Okay, and then condition number 10, you're currently in arrears $1,197 on your parole supervision fees. How do you plead to that violation?
I plead guilty, ma'am.
Okay. So would you answer Mr. Prater's questions?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Branch, I had a couple of questions. One is that you were charged with domestic violence strangulation, and then that was just felony, and then you pled to a simple battery, which is a misdemeanor. The strangulation, there were marks on the lady's neck and on her face, and her sister said that it happened also. And I'm just curious, did it happen or not? Tell me about that incident.
No, so they was into an altercation and they was arguing, so I had went and sat in the living room, and I guess my friend, she felt like I was taking her sister's side and she told me to get out, so I just left. I don't know what she told the people, but I know she had went to the courtroom and signed the affidavit saying that she was lying. So I don't know. I had just left.
Okay, but why do you think that she would have told the police? Why do you think the sister would have told the police the same thing she told the police, and that you did it all? You think they called the police on each other or something, and then since you weren't there, they changed their mind?
Oh no, sir. It was just I wasn't there, so I don't know what transpired. I just know that she had went to sign the affidavits when I went to jail, saying that she was lying.
Okay. In May of 23, you called your probation officer to check on the status of the warrant while you were out. You called to check on it, and your probation officer told your parole officer told you, yes, you did have a warrant on you. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then when they finally arrested you in June, several weeks later, you were charged with resisting in addition to what the warrant said. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the resisting. Tell me about the resisting.
Okay. Okay, the resistance, sir. I've been for the last couple of years, I've been trying to get my name right. And the reason he gave me a resisting arrest because I gave him a Louisiana ID with my real identification, which is Malcolm John Ross, and that was the reason for the resisting arrest. Since I've been in jail, I've been going through the courtrooms trying to get my name back right because I can't support my family under branch because I can't get an ID. And anytime I get a job, I have to get paid like under the table, sir. And that was my whole mission. I was trying to get my name back right. So I had Louisiana ID, that's which is still in my property. That was the reason for him giving me a resisting arrest. So I don't know.
What's your real name?
Malcolm John Ross.
So you're not Malcolm Branch.
No, sir, that's not my government name. No, sir. I've been incarcerated under that name. I've been trying to get it right for the last couple of years, but I was still on parole.
Why didn't you turn yourself in when your parole officer says you got a warrant for you? Why come find you?
I had a lot going on, sir. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of family issues. I had my first son's mom had passed on a car wreck, so I ain't know how to handle it.
Okay, because I noticed we didn't make a big deal out of that, but I picked up on that seemed like if you was trying to do right, you'd have turned yourself on in. Did you ever get arrested for possession of marijuana while you were out on parole?
On this time, yes, sir.
Okay, that's also a violation of number 4, but I noticed that wasn't included in some of the stuff. That's kind of went under the radar. We didn't really talk about that a lot, but so that's another problem. But do you know anybody in California?
Yes, sir.
Did you go to California while you were on parole?
No, sir.
You never did.
No, sir.
And I saw you look away there a little bit. You didn't go out there and talk to a detective didn't talk to you out there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you did go and you absconded, and that's a violation of something. And so, I seem like you have problem with rules and problem with, okay, that's all I need. Thank you.
Shells, any questions?
No questions.
All right, Mr. Branch or Mr. Ross, I don't have any other questions. Anything you want to say to us?
Ma'am, I'm just asking for another chance, ma'am. I've been going through a lot since I've been out of jail. A lot of deaths in my family. My daughter's pregnant, already a grandfather, and I'm incarcerated. I can't help. I've just been going through a lot. That's all.
I understand that. We all do. That's just part of life. I think we're prepared to vote, Mr. Crater.
Deny.
I concur.
So my vote also is to revoke. Mr. Branch, you pled guilty to violating conditions number 4 and number 10, and you admitted to that you lied to Mr. Crater. So today, sir, your parole is being revoked.
So excuse me, man, do I get credit for me being on the street or no?
I don't do time. I can't give you that answer, but you'll get a new master prison record. So we're going to sign off at 10:12 from Washita.